doesn't exist. And I know it sounds weird when someone says that because we've been told that it exists so many times over and over again. And you can talk to people who have been burnt out before, and they'll say they worked too hard, they worked too long, and that gave them a mental breakdown and they weren't able to work anymore. I've talked to many people who have said similar things, and yet it still doesn't exist. What burnout really is not working too much, it's just not getting a certain amount of sleep, not drinking enough water, and not having enough exercise. If you just do those things, of course, eating good food rather than just junk. If you just did that, then you'd be fine. And one of my main arguments for this is if you think back to the slaves, they did not get anything. They got basically no sleep. They got 3 hours of sleep, 4 hours of sleep. They got such little food, such little water. But they were working all day. They didn't get burnt out because if they got burnt out, they would just die. So my idea is if you want to stay alive, and maybe you don't want to be as horribly overworked as slaves were, of course, but you can work 12 hours a day. You can work 14 hours a day every single day of your life, and you won't get burnt out if you don't spend the remaining hours of your day on TikTok or wasting your life doing something that's unimportant. If the job that you do is something that you really like, or even if it's not something you really like, but you find some sort of meaning in it, and you are able to go on a walk afterwards, or eat a good supper, drink lots of water in between, and just sleep properly during the time that your brain wants you to sleep. You don't change that up. You don't go on your phone in bed. Then, I don't know. Burnout just doesn't exist. If you can do that every day of your life, even if it's not super fun, if it's possible to do that, then burnout doesn't exist.